so I'm trying a new setup that I have here. I can't really show it because I've got it all set up and it's a little different. So we're trying to live stream on a different way, different service. So I have 8 Air Force here. If you can hear me, please let me know. Um, I think I'm good to go. But like again, I'm trying a source, a new setup. So we're going to try it. So I'm just going to play through one turn of this just to see how it goes and see what it works like. And we can go from there to see how it works out. Let me know if everything looks good, sounds good. I'm just checking out something so that way I know for sure everything's working before I get started. And then I look over and we're having an issue all over again. But I did want to show this off live. I'm having a lot of fun with it. I'm having to adjust a few things on the fly here. Okay, here we go. So, hey, Magnus, how's it going? So, 8th Air Force, this is by Fortress Games. So, that's this box right here. This is the 4th one of the series that I have. Yeah, 4th one that they've got. This is the 3rd out of the 4, as I've mentioned perfectly. Hey, Christoph, how's it going? So I'm going to go through one turn on this. And again, I've got a new setup, so I'm playing around with it. Driving home after work. Oh, so yeah, so you're listening to me. Well, drive safely. I am home. Boy, it's a late night for you guys. So let's go ahead and let's get started, because I think we're going to go through with this and see how it goes. So we're going to have to see how this goes. I might have to play around with it just a little bit. Actually, I think I kind of like it the other way. So let's just do this real quick as I'm doing this, because I don't want to reach across every time I have to roll the dice. So we're going to slide the game board over here. This is always crazy. Okay, yeah, perfect. And good, then I can roll on right here. So that looks like it's perfect. All right, okay. So I've got my green and red dice. So the first thing we do on here, and I will have to do a little bit of maneuvering, but where's my, oh, here it is, my player date. Sheesh. You'd think I'd be ready. I'm all professional here. We got it? Okay, so we have our damaged, so we've got our new Luftwaffe. So the first thing we do at the beginning of every turn is we adjust the AA. So we're going to do that real quick. So we took it the green, so it's 2 and 6, so it's going to go to 2. So that's this category right here. Okay, sounds like something big. Okay, let me see. Let me see if I turn this down a little bit. Hold on, let's see here. Is this any better? I'm not really in a big room. I'm in my basement, so maybe I'm talking too loud. Okay, hey Mike. Okay, tell me how this is. I'm trying to do a couple different things. So I'm adjusting a few things here and there, trying not to do too much. Just making sure all the other audios are off. They are. So I don't know how else. Better? Okay, yeah, I turned off the echo a little bit. I'll try not to scream because that might be the issue too. So let me know. Let me see if it keeps getting better or if I keep going off on that one. So we move the AA into here. That's the first thing. Reinforcements. The Luftwaffes are getting a 1 BF-109 and 1 BF-109 school. Here's a school. And 1 BF-109. So we go here and here. So we've got those two. Okay, cool. I'm trying to work out. Like I said, it's a new setup, so I'm trying to see how it goes. It's a different mic and everything. So, all right. So I've got my two. By the way, the components are really cool with these ones. So here are, like, you got the school one, which is like the training one, and then you got the standard one, which is an experience, and you can see that's combat factors of 4. So we're gonna have to put these out. And first of all, we check to see if there's none in here. There isn't, so then we basically use the new Luftwaffe group again here. So here we go. So the green die first, which is a 2 and a 6. 2 and 6. It's going to go. So this one's going to go in 2. I'm going to stay away from this area. That's a pretty decent swarm here. And then we have the 2 here. 3 and 4. That's going to go in 3. Ooh. Okay. The core areas. Yeah, these are the main areas, as you can see on that. Oh, that's not good. By the way, they would get squadrons, but I'm out of squadrons already. So that's it. Now we get the USA FA new groups, and we get one B-24. So let me get a B-24 here. I know I've got them around here someplace. Here we go. So we've got our B-24. Yeah, see. Come on, focus. There we go. So we got our B-24. And he does get a squadron with this. Where's my squadrons at? Here. I had to move things around. I had things set. So he does get an extra squadron, which gives him a firepower of 4. This is what I have down here right now. Oops. These are all the stuff I have, and as I put them up, I'll be a little bit more descriptive. But we only get one B-24 in this case. This is September. Now we get refit, so I can pull from the damaged. I actually get 2 fighters, so that's increased. So the fighters are always 2s, 2 squadrons, 2 strengths, and then I get 3 bombers. So 1, 2, 3, and I can put these anywhere with anything I want. And as you can see, it's hard to see here, but all these have no extra squadrons with them right now. So we're easily going to pop these up to give them 4 strengths on it. Okay, so those got 4 strengths on it. And then we will I've got this one P-47 right here. It's going to go here. It's actually really fun. It's a nice, fun solitaire game on that. And then that other P-47 there. But this right here scares the living bejesus out of me, and I need to get into here to do some damage, but that's a lot. I may have to send in a pretty decent sized flight. All right, so that's my refits. So those come from the damages. Now I actually get to do rebuilds, where again I will get. So I get out of the new pile here. I get 1, 2, 3 bombers and 2 more fighter squadrons here. And by the way, I got these like ounce stainless steel kits. They're really, really awesome, and I think they work really well. Okay, so we're definitely going to throw these on the P-57s. Now, if you notice, I have bombing campaigns right here. It's a little hard to see, but if they ever get up to here, then I'm in trouble. Right now, I'm looking pretty good. So the sub bases, I'm going to stay neutral on this one. The railroad crossings. This is one where I might take a couple because I've only got 1 that's been damaged. So I might try to take a couple out on that one. And then, let's see, so this one's going to get 1. And then this one here is going to get 1. Okay. And I feel like I need to put 1 here. All right. So there we go. I've got them. The ones that are bombed have the little bomber marks right here. So that's what these little explosions are. The number's not how many hits. The nasty part of this game, as I like to call it, and they've been very effective at rebuilding, is when you rebuild, you roll 2 D6s, and then whatever they roll, you pull off. So if I were to do this, I rolled a 2 and a 1. So all the 2s would come off and all the 1s would come off. That's actually not a bad roll. But yeah, so that's what the number is. It's not the number of hits. It's how they get repaired with that. All right. So now we need to add and remove bombing campaigns. I don't have any more to add or remove. RAF mission. Okay, so what this is this is like the RAF went out and did some damage. So what that is where's that? RAF attacked a roll 1-6, and I'm looking for a 5 or a 6. Got a 2, so nothing happens. And so this will be good for next turn. That's important when we come down to it. So now I got to do mission construction. So what's interesting about this game that I that I like is you have to like plan everything and then hope it works out. Okay, so that's the best way I can describe it. Also, so we have like our B-26s right here. They are. Let me get it right here. Oh, come on. There we go. So our B-26s, they're only for the light targets, so they can't attack the heavy targets that are over here. And so I'm actually gonna try to get rid of some more of the railroads. So I'm gonna send all my B-26s, actually up to here, and I may take a risk at that because I just let's see how much we got here. We've got 8 and 6. 14, and this is a 9. Yeah, I think we'll be okay. So I'm gonna, because I want to get this stack down too, just in case I need to. So I'm gonna send this right here, and this is gonna go. So we're gonna go after Aachen. So we're gonna go for that one. Yeah, it's the one thing I like about it, the CRT Matt, or the Matt CTR as I like to no, the CRT. Yeah, Matt. It's more operational and it's kind of fun in that aspect, so I really do like it about that one. Okay, so he's gonna go. Now we're gonna go into we're gonna attack into here. So what I'm gonna do is I am going to send my fighters in because Bremen is important. I'm gonna like go a little low on a few things on this turn. I'm not gonna do so much mainly because I need to build up my fighter force this time, and I'm gonna get some more fighter forces next turn. But I want to make sure I have enough here. So we're gonna send the B-24s in. That's what we'll do. We'll send the B-24s in to here. And should we head to Berlin? Oh, man, I don't know. I'm divided. Should I go for it? I don't know. I I don't. Yeah, I think I will. I think I'm gonna go here. Now I can't have any fighter sports because there's coastal, inter, and then deep. And if you notice, the P-47 says inter. So I'm gonna have to take a lot. So we're gonna send the B-17s in first or second, actually. So we're gonna send them in to take out. Hopefully, let's see here. Let's take out some of their manufacturing capabilities. So now the one thing about this is you have to go in chronological order. So how you have it set up is how they go. Now I still have one B-17 left here. He's just gonna be left at home. He's gonna get the night off. Okay, so let's go ahead. We're gonna go into here, and this is gonna be the first one. So we're gonna go into Aachen, the Aachen Railroad Station. So we're gonna send our B-26s in here and our P-57s, or P-47, sorry. And we're going to see if these guys actually respond. So what we do is we roll, and we have our Luftwaffe group scramble. So we're in the coastal, so that's the middle area here. So anything other than a 1, they're going to respond. Okay? So we just roll 1 dice, and we get we get a 1. I was hoping to get rid of them. But, so these guys don't respond. So basically, all we have is so these guys are useless, or they weren't needed. They're not useless. So basically, we do have to do AAA fire. There's a 4 and a 1 there, so a total of 5. Now the way it works out is you look at the combat factors here. So that's the top number, and so you check on the red, and then you depending on that one. So let's go ahead and roll this. So they have a 5, so it's going to be on the 4 column. So we're going to roll. Okay, so we have a 5 red. So that's going to be on the 1 column on the green. So then we go to the 1 column on the green, and we had a 4. This tells me that there was 1 damaged. Okay, So 1 damaged. Always do the squadrons. Don't do the groups. They actually hurt. Okay. Now this was successful. So what we do is we take our little jar of, or cup of just damaged markers. Yeah, trust me, these will respond some way. They'll respond when I don't have my fighters, is what's going to happen. Okay, so we got a 5. So this was successful. So, and then these guys fly back safe and sound, which is actually not bad. I mean, yeah, I lost 1 squadron, but I was able to keep my fighters. Now these guys are done. I can't do anything with them this turn anymore. Hey, Nerd, how's it going? I got Mike, I got Nerd. Yep, I'm trying a new setup out, so we're seeing for these live streams. It's insane how I've got it set up here. So I'm really trying a few things out, see how it goes. Okay. So we're gonna play 1 turn, maybe 2, depending on how it goes. Okay, so now we're gonna go here. So the first thing we need to do is we need to go after Bremen. So we're gonna go here. So these guys fly into here, and our fighters come into here. Now my goal is to try to hopefully get an air-to-air with this group, with my group, to do some damage to them. We'll see. Again, I have to roll on that response table. And so in this case, on a coastal, 1 or 2 is nothing. And we get a 1. Oh, jeez. Okay, well, so these guys don't react to this one. They just let the bombers go through. We do have a 4, so we do have a 7 on the. Oh, yeah, these guys didn't respond, so they don't get a part of that. We do get a 4 and a 3, so that'll be 7. So there's a 7 column again. So here we go. Red on a 7 is a 0. So the AA did no damage at all. So, because there's no 0 column here. Okay. So, so again, this one was successful, and it's going to be important for that for a couple of reasons. So we're going to go ahead and, oh, we got a 4 here. Okay. And these guys made it safely back. Now I cannot back out, so that's the thing. That's why you have to do it chronologically. So now these guys are going to fly all the way into Berlin, and this is where almost guaranteed these fighters are going to respond. 100. yeah. In this case, in some cases, it's not bad. So again, we are in deep. Yeah, deep. So we're going to roll again. Again, a 1. I'm going to still roll that red because I kind of want that red now. Of course, it's a 6. So what happens is all of them get sent in. Okay, so what we do is we take, oh yeah, I was doing the manufacturing. So that's 3, 11, and then we add these up here. 21, so we got 25. So there is unfortunately a 25 column, and if you can see, it's not that good. So let's see what happens to my group here. Damn dog. Scared the living daylights out of me. All right, here we go. Okay, so this shouldn't be too bad. So a 2 is a 3. So we go to the 3 column on the green, and then it is a 5. And so it is 1 damaged and 2. Yeah, 1 damaged and 2 destroyed. Okay. So the nice thing is we can split them up. So we won't lose any of our groups. 1 damaged, so that one goes there, and then 1 and 2 dead. 2 destroyed. Now what's cool is that I get to fight back as well because these are B-17s and everything like that. So I threw ones where I wanted to, and that. So basically, this is simultaneously. So it's 4, 8, 12, and then 16. And yes, there is a 16 column. So what I want now, I want a high red die, and I want 2 high dies. So like double 6s would be great. 3. Okay, so we look on a 16, and that's a 2. Yep, so I want to make sure. Yep, so that's a 2. So then we go to the 2 column, and then it's a 5. So it's 1 damaged, 1 destroyed. and it's always the groups that go, or not the groups, this one. So he actually has a unit back. So I need to put these back in their correct places. Oh, those go there. Those go there. Okay. All right. So it was a successful bombing, and so what we do, we take this, and so that wasn't too bad. I knew I was going to roll a 6. After I rolled 2 ones, I knew I was going to roll a 6. I knew that was going to be the way it is. And so we have a 4. So the 4 is going to go here, and then these guys will fly back. Now, the only nice thing about this was, yeah, I lost 3 squadrons, but I didn't. It could have gotten worse, because just to kind of show you. So if he were to roll a 6 on that 25, it would have been on the 6th column, and I think it was 5. I would have lost 3 and 3. And so I would have lost the groups. The groups cause more problems with points and things like that. So you really don't want to lose the groups at all with that. All right, so we executed our missions. There's none left here to fire. So you can see how the oh yeah, these guys will go back into this area here. Now you can see how in this case how doing it chronologically is a pain in the butt, because I didn't have any respond to this first attack in Bremen, and so these guys were available to move up to here. You can see where that doing the chronological thing is an issue on that for sure. Now, okay, so we did that, and there is a way to do a fighter sweep. I should have done that. Dang it. I could have done a fighter sweep where you take half of what was sent out, half of what was in here, rolled on it, and I could have done that. I should have done that. Dang it. Oh well. I forgot. My bad. All right. So scoring campaigns. So this is where the victory points, and this is where it goes. So we're looking here at the chart here, and particularly the subs. So you basically take the difference. So I had 1 attacked, -1 not, or 1 bomb, -1 bomb. So you go left 1, and then you go right 1. So, I mean, it's pretty basic on that one. Now, the railroad crossings, there are 6 total, and I have 2 of them bombed. So that's going to go 1, 2, so it's on -1. And now there's 4 of them that aren't. So you go 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to have to kind of focus on this possibly next turn. We'll see. River crossings, I have 2, 1, 2, and then goes back up to 1. So the river crossings, there's 3. There's this one, and this one. All right. So that's kind of that on that one. Nice. Okay, so now enemy retreat. So eventually, as we get through, it's going to go to this point right here, where this is really the only part of the map. So we have our Normandy landings, by the way, which are right in this area. And so after the Normandy landings, these areas here start to disappear. Yeah, it looks like starting in August of 44, which makes sense. All right. There are a couple like landings you have to bomb successfully, or else you lose. Like that's like an immediate on that one with that. But you should have enough artillery, because when that happens, when the landings happen, you have like all of them when the landings happen. In June and July, well, July you move their railroads, yeah. So it could be interesting. You think you have a max of 4 on that. So all right. So then now we do Luftwaffe refit and manufacture. So how do we do this? Well, if you notice that we've got green, which are the manufacturing parts, and then we have the red, which are the oil, which is like the refit. Okay, here's the thing. Refit, they lost 1. So refit goes from the damaged, goes out here, and then the way it works out, this is pretty easy. You look at the core areas, you look at the highest. If they don't have a squadron, that's where it goes. So this 6 is going to go here. Then if everybody has the equal amount of squadrons across the board, then you will roll to see where it goes. Okay. So not much is going to happen with the refit on that one. If you had If you had groups in here, those would come out as well. You always take the groups first. Now, uh, and so what it does, if you bomb these, so in this case, he would only get 5 instead of 6 because this one's bombed. So if you notice, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, it'd only get 5 replacements. The problem is they don't even have 5 replacements on this. So yeah, that's that one. They do have one that was damaged, so this will be the rebuild. The manufacturer, again, all the 6s have it, so then we look at the 4. So basically, these guys got it back. Got back. I was hoping to take out a little bit more, but these got back what they need. All right. So then, here's the part where the game gets back at you, other than when you destroy yours. So we did our victory points. Oh, I didn't do all the victory points. Did I do? I did the campaigns, but I did not do the victory points, which is good. It's okay. So victory points, we did the campaigns, but then we do the victory points. So the first thing we look at is the black and yellow ones. These are the towns. So if you notice, there are 9 of them, and I have bombed 1, 2, 3. So 3, and then minus the 6 is 3. So the differential is 3. So you're going to add 3 victory points. 1, 2, 3. So right now he's at 34. The other thing that they can get points for is if I had any groups in here. The groups are these units right here. So if these units end up in here, you lose 4 points, okay, per group. If they're in here or if they're in the dead pile. Don't have any in the dead pile. Not a big deal on that one. Now, the other part is if I had bombed all 3 of these pieces, I would have got 1 victory point. If none of these were bombed, he would get 1 victory point. So in this case, as long as 1 is bombed, it doesn't matter. They're victory points. Okay, and finally the last part of the game is the German bombing repair. And so we're going to go ahead and do this. So basically, I don't want a 6 or a 5, really. No 6 or 5s. Here we go. I got a 6 and 4s, which is just bad. So what I do is I pull all my 6s. So there's a 6. There's a 6. There's a 6. And a 4. So this one gets pulled and this one gets pulled. Okay. At least it wasn't a 5. Yeah, because I still have the 3 5s out here. And then I have a 2 up in this corner and a 2 right here as well. So that's it. That's the end of September. We are now into October. So, but I wanted to try this system, this out. The setup I've got, it is insane looking, and I'm using my laptop instead of my phone with that. So, but I wanted to go through it and take a look. So now it seems like I got everything kind of set and ready to go. So hopefully this will work out and everything will be good on that. So. All right, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to cut it off here. Glad you joined it. I do plan on doing more live streams since I have this set up now. It makes it easier. So with that, I hope you guys have a great night, and I will see you guys later.